When my fiance's mother spat in my face at the funeral and called me a murderer, my own parents just stood there. They didn't defend me. They didn't even look at me. That was the day I realized my life was over at 23. Alice died in a horrific accident. The investigation claimed I was driving under the influence, lost control, and hit a tree. The worst part was that my parents testified against me. My father swore under oath that he saw me stumbling into the car. My mother added that she tried to stop me, but I pushed her away. I got 7 years. In prison, everyone turned their backs on me. Friends vanished, and my parents never visited once. Every month, I received only one anonymous letter with no return address. Inside was always the same typed phrase, "Your freedom is the price of our peace." I thought it was Alice's family trying to torture me. I was released after 5 years for good behavior. I had nowhere to go. I drove to my parents' old house in the middle of the night just to look them in the eyes. The house seemed empty. I knew where they hid the spare key, under an old ceramic pot on the terrace. Inside, the air smelled of dampness. My old room was piled high with junk and boxes. While digging through the mess, I stumbled upon a box labeled Work Archives. My father was a lawyer and had a habit of recording all his conversations on a digital recorder for his files. I found a recorder marked with a date, the night Alice died. I pressed play and my heart stopped. The recording captured my mother's hysterical crying. She was screaming, "I didn't mean to. She ran into the road. I couldn't brake in time." Then my father's cold, calculating voice. "You were drunk, Martha. If the police find out, you'll lose your position at City Hall and I'll lose my license. We'll fix this. Our son is passed out in the guest room. He won't remember a thing. We'll move Alice to his car and put him in the driver's seat." I listened as my brother helped them stage the crash. I listened as they discussed how it would be good for me to do some time to save the family reputation. They destroyed my life to protect their plastic, perfect image. I sat on the floor in the dark, clutching that recorder until I heard a car pull into the driveway. It was them, my loving parents, returning from a charity dinner. When they walked into the living room and flipped the switch, I was already standing there. The recorder was in my hand, and the police emergency number was already dialed on my phone. My father turned as white as a ghost, and my mother began to beg, saying they did it for the family. Now I have a choice. Hand over this recording and send my mother and father to prison, finally destroying what's left of our name. Or take everything they own and vanish forever, leaving them to live in terror for the rest of their lives. What would you do to the people who stole 5 years of your life?